guys. Today we're solving systems of equations with three variables by elimination. We have three variables and we have three equations. Before we start, my video wasn't working. Anyways, so the whole point is after I choose the variable for me to eliminate, the whole point is to come up with a system with only two equations because we already know how to solve two equations and two variables. Now, when the starting point is a little bit more than just two, we have three equations now. So when I look and I'm trying to decide which one to eliminate, I'm going to choose the one with the easiest math. You don't get a prize for doing the hard way. Okay, so work smart, not hard. So the first one, we're choosing to eliminate z because these two are already the same. I just need to change the sign on this one because positive 3 and negative 3, voila, eliminate z easily. And then when I look at A equation and C equation, if I just multiply the C equation by negative 3, then I know the positive 3 and negative 3 add up to 0. So that's where I stopped. Okay, that's where I was until I realized the sound wasn't working. Yay! Anyway, so we're eliminating z right here, and I'm pairing up A and C first, and I am multiplying C by negative 3. That's what I did right there. Okay, so now, when you add both equations up right there, you get positive 3z minus 3z. This is 0. Okay? And now we're going to keep on adding negative 3x minus 6x, negative 3y minus 9y, and here I have 0. So in the next one, I'll pair up A and B. So A and B together. Since I'm not modifying or changing or multiplying the A equation by anything, just copy it down. Now, notice that A and B, they both have 3z right there. So if I simply multiply the B equation by negative 1, that will give us the negative 3z that we are looking for. So and when I add them, I get 0. So go ahead and multiply the whole B equation right there by negative 1. And remember, when you're multiplying by negative 1, all it does, it changes everybody's sign. Okay. Positive 3z minus 3z, you get 0. Now you keep adding. Okay, so now I have my two equations here that I need for my new system of two equations. So my new system, I have this equation right here, and this equation right here. So we're going to solve our new system with two equations by elimination right there, because I can just simply multiply the second one. I can multiply this one by negative 12 and get rid of y. So I will eliminate y by multiplying by negative 12. Okay? So the first equation doesn't change. Multiply everybody right there on the second equation by negative 12. Add them up. Here you got the 0 y that you were looking for. Divide both sides by 15. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. I'm going to box this, but that's not the final answer. We only have x. We need to go back and find y and go back and find z. Okay? So now, my new system, I know since I already have x, I can just go back and find y. And I'm going to plug it in on the second one, just because the math just looks easier to me. It would have worked if you wanted to plug in on the first one too. Add 16 to both sides. Divide both sides by -1. We're getting somewhere. Look at that. So now you have x, you have y, you just need to find z. I would choose to plug in the c equation right there, just because I don't have to multiply z by anything. So 2x. But it would work on any of those. Multiply. Here I have -2. Add 2 to both sides. So z is -1. Okay, now your solution is x is 8, y is -6, and z is -1. And I have one more example. So the idea is the same, but the difference is the math is not going to be as easy as it was on the first example. But we can still do it. We're going to just take it easy and just follow the same steps. So at this point, it doesn't really matter which one you choose to eliminate, because you're going to end up having to multiply both by some weird numbers. But it's okay. It's fine. Just stick to the routine, stick to the procedure, and it'll be okay. So just remember, the whole point is you eliminate one variable, and then you come up with a new system with only 2 equations and 2 variables. So right here, I will eliminate z just because at least this one is 1. If you want to try to eliminate y, and then tell me how it goes. So eliminate z. This is a, b, c. I'm going to pair up a and c again. Again, it doesn't have to be this order. A is not going to change. To eliminate z, I have to multiply the c equation by -4. So multiply the whole thing by -4. I'm going to write -4 right there. That way you remember. Okay, when you add them up, here they add up to 0. Okay, that's my first equation of my new system. So the next one, I will pair up A and B. No, let's do B and C. Eh? Eh? Because if I do A and B, I would have to multiply the top one by 3, and I would have to multiply A by 3, and I would have to multiply B by 4, but it's too much. It hurts my head. So let's do B and C. That way, I don't have to change anything on B. B stays the same. And let's multiply C by 3. So I'm going to write 3 right there. Okay. When you add them up, you get 0z. And then 3 minus 12 is 9x, negative 9. Okay, so here I have my 2 equations for my new system. So my new system. Okay, now, this thing is not pretty. But still, if I try to do 14 and negative 9, that's better than doing 14 and negative 25. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate x right there. So I have to multiply the top one by 9, the bottom one by 14. So here we go, solving by elimination. Fourteen times 9 is 126. 25 times 9 is 225. Negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Okay. Now multiply the second one by 14. Negative 126x, 196y, and negative 98. Okay. Now you add them. Here they add up to 0. And we're getting somewhere, guys. So negative 29y, because I add them together, I get negative 29. Divide both sides by negative 29. That divides perfectly by, and then you get 4 right there. Okay, now let's go back and find x. I'm going to choose to plug that in on this equation right here. So 14x minus 25y, and I already know y equals 4 because it says right here. Add 100 to both sides. $98. 98 divided by 14. 7? Okay. All right, now I just need to find z. And I will use the c equation right there just because I don't have a multiplier right there in the coefficient. The coefficient right there for z is 1. Okay. X is 7. Y is 4. You can't see, sorry. Negative 4. Add 4 to both sides. And voila, z is negative 2. Please, 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 after you do all this work, go ahead and write the solution, because I don't know, you know, you're done. Okay? All right. Good luck.